So we have my screen. The next thing I want to talk about is time management. So you want to be very real with yourself. You do not want to be a jack of all trades. You know, the jack of all trades is the master of none. So all these different tips that I'm going to show you tonight, take one or two, get really good at one, and then you know, continue to use that tip for adding content to your blogs, for adding content to your videos. Become a master of that, and then move on to the next tip. You know, these are recorded. Keep going back, and I'm constantly going back to recorded materials that I've purchased, picking up a new trick, and then becoming a master at that trick. So if you think about it, let's say you have an extremely busy week. You work 7 days a week. You have family. You have different things. 15 minutes a day, if you lock out all distractions, if you put 15 minutes a day into putting together a post, it's going to take you probably 3 or 4 days for just one post. That's okay. It's your time, it's your business, it's your content. If you have about an hour a day to just concentrate on blogging, you can do, you know, when you're first starting off, you can probably do 5 posts a week. When you get a little bit better and more proficient at it, you can do an hour a day. That's 5 to 10 posts per week. That's a lot of content going out there. That's good stuff. The more activity you have on your blogs, the better. Google likes to see activity, and Ken's going to be talking about a different kind of activity like backlinks and comments and different things like that. What I'm talking about is just fresh new content. Google loves to see that. So another thing you can do is you can schedule your posts. So what that means is I'm going to go into my blog, and let's just say you have a Sunday, 3 hours on Sunday to get a bunch of content out there, but you don't have time for the rest. You can schedule your blog posts. So, you know, get all the distractions out of your life, sit down for an hour, take a 5-minute break, sit down for another hour, take a 5-minute break, sit down for another hour, take a 5-minute break, and then you schedule those blog posts. You don't want to post all those right at the same time. You want to schedule those throughout the week. Okay, so let's say I go and do a post. I edit a post. I can add a new post. Carrie talked about this quite a bit. By now, you should start getting used to your dashboard in your back office. Actually, I'm going to have to take a draft because these are already published. If it's already published, you can't schedule it. Right over here to the right, it says published on February 23rd, 2010. Let me go over to a draft, and I can schedule, basically put it on a calendar and, you know, get my blog post completely done, save it, and then publish it on, let's say, March 5th at 10 a.m. So let me go to one of these drafts here. And I'm going to be as quick as possible. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on this because I do have a lot to cover. But it says right here on the right-hand side, hopefully you can see that, it says publish immediately. And right now it says publish there, which means publish it right now. That big blue button. If I click on edit, I can schedule that. I can schedule that for March. I can even schedule it for April. So let's say I want to do 4 or 5 blog posts on Sunday because that's the only time I have available. I can schedule one for Monday the 5th at 10 a.m. I can schedule the second one for the 6th at 10 a.m., the third one the 7th at 10 a.m., etc. You can schedule those times, and then you just hit OK, and then those blog posts will come out on your blog at those certain times. The reason that's important is because, you know, if there's a bunch of new content all at once, Google just kind of looks at it, it's like, wow, there's a little bit of new content out there. But if you have 5 new posts spread out throughout the week, Google goes, man, this particular blog out there is getting updated every day. So when you have the block of time, go ahead and take advantage of it and schedule your post. Hopefully that makes sense. So, okay, so time management, you can schedule your posts. Did a little demo on that. Now, along with that, I learned from Russell Brunson. If you've ever read the E-Myth, your job as an entrepreneur is to acquire specialized knowledge. It's not to do everything. So you can take certain skills, teach those to your team, and leverage your time by farming out different things. So for example, this is what Russell Brunson does, and it kind of pertains to what I was just saying of scheduling your blog posts. Russell Brunson will take a Monday morning or a Sunday, and he'll have someone videotape them. and he'll have a list of keywords that he's done some research on. He'll take one keyword, do a 5-minute video on it. He'll immediately go to the next keyword, do a 5-minute video on it. And then he does like 5 to 10 videos. And then he has a service or somebody that just basically transcribes what he said in the video. So now he's done 10 videos. That's going to be 10 different blog posts. And he sends those videos to someone that's going to be transcribing it. They don't copy it word for word. They just basically give the gist of his content, and he makes sure those keywords are in the blog post, and he has it down as a system. So he spent maybe an hour doing 10 5-minute videos, bam, 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 and now his blog posts are completely done for the week. So that's a brilliant strategy. So I understand that a lot of people in the beginning, including myself, are going to do a lot of this work themselves. You can still do that. And it makes sense to schedule and chunk your time to do it in that way. So, okay, so that's the Russell Brunson technique. When I first got started, there's the Russell Brunson technique. Hire out someone to do a summary of the article, do keyword research, 5 to 10 new blog posts, schedule them throughout